I'm going to talk to you about the experience in developing a private company that is working with startup companies and today also investing in startup companies, and what was our guiding principle from the beginning, and what is the evolution today. The first point is our motto since the beginning has always been knowledge to market, and now you see that there are a lot of similar mottos, ideas to market, ideas to profit, or all these kind of things. And I think we had one difference there, which was that normally people think of taking research into the market, and I think we want to take entrepreneurs that do exploit research somewhere or another into the market. So one important point for us is that in this process, more than dealing so much with researchers and professors, which is something you have to do, but in a light way, we tend to deal as much as possible with entrepreneurs. So with people that really have the capability of taking ideas into the market. We believe, and what we do when we evaluate projects, that the main focus is on the entrepreneur and the team. So I think that's the point number one I would like to make. So think about entrepreneurs and value entrepreneurship and work in the direction of valuing the entrepreneurs, because they are the ones that create the wealth. The people that provide finance are of course supporting them into doing this, but you have to recognize that it's a marginal support, and it's a service you provide to these people, but the wealth creators are the entrepreneurs themselves. The second point I would like to make, which is more related to finance, is that first of all we have a market which is extremely small. There is a lot more need of seed capital. It's not only the amount of capital that we need, because there is possibly some capital available, but it's who is going to take the investment decisions when investing this capital. And here is my second important message. What we've been doing for many years is we've been working on public-private partnership. And we have been always advocating, and now I'm also happy to see that this is happening, it seems to me now in Portugal as well, that the public sector is the one that has to set the objectives. So it has to say that, for instance, the Lisbon objectives, or for having a competitive economy, you need knowledge-intensive companies to be created, because they are the job creators and the wealth creators. But then it should more or less stop there and take on the other role, which is monitoring the results of these policies and see if the money that has been dedicated to these policies has been well spent, has produced good results, and have a strong hold on the monitoring of these results. I don't know if Sergio or someone else from Gesventure, who is also partnering in this initiative, has already mentioned to you the EASY initiative, which is, I believe, the first initiative willing to bring together companies and investors from different countries in Europe for doing cross-border investments, and also for lobbying at the European level in order to achieve this objective, to have a truly single European market on early stage finance. What I was astonished to see is something that I quote, is not written by me, and by the way, I don't have any preference for public sector and private sector. I'm just advocating that each sector needs to have the proper role. It's what has been wrote on the seed financing report, which most of you will have seen in March 2007 by the Commission. And what they say is that the Commission will take on board is the need for experienced business people to be involved in assessing ideas and considering the prospect in the market. This cannot be done by professors or bureaucrats. You need experienced practitioners, and there seems to be a lack of this kind of experience being used to advise SMEs in Europe, that even if the actual funding is provided by public authorities, decisions on investment should be made by private investors with business experience. And this could not translate better what I've just been saying. So the fact that it's said by the European Commission is encouraging in this direction. What we have done in the last 6 months in terms of the companies, we were given the task to look for stars, and this is where we have invested. PharmaEst is a biotech company. We started with 200,000 euro to patent 2 international patents for neuropathic pain drug. They are replicating a molecule that you can find in the chili and provide relief, especially for the back pain. The second is Ray Solar. There is a lot of saying in photovoltaics, and we saw a lot of projects with solar panels and so on and so forth, which had a good growth, but really not a star. This could be a star because what they are doing is they are developing a new process for producing silicium with less energy and less pollution and less cost. So finger crossed, if they can make this would really be a star. And the third one is a little bit less of a skyrocket type of companies, but these guys, what they're doing is they're developing, if you like, a quite simple but very well-tailored system for enterprise resource planning for companies which have an average of 10 people, which is 98% of the companies in Europe. And they do simple things from web conferencing to phone services at a low cost to simple accounting forecast. But it's already going quite well and are already expanding quite fast. So, just to conclude, 3 main elements. The first, value the entrepreneurs, the wealth creators. We should all work in this direction very hard. It's a long-term cultural issues for Europe. It's a big challenge. We are, I believe, a little bit too relaxed on that, and we are expecting this to happen, as something that falls from the stars, but it will not. Sound public-private partnership, and recognize that professionalism in seed financing is needed, and it's a different profession from venture capital. And with this, I would like to conclude, and thank you very much.